Okay, so now we are about to cut the bodies. We've actually cut the 4 pieces, so we'll be cutting the body of the dress. So like I said in the analysis that the dress is actually two bustier cuts. It's two bustier cuts, and so that's exactly what we'll be cutting right now. And we have this. Trying to check my pens. Okay, so we have these measurements to follow. So the first thing is to actually do the normal measurements. You take the shoulder. You can see I folded the paper into two. So you take the shoulder measurements. So we take the shoulder measurement. You say the shoulder is 17. So that'll be 8.5. So if I'm adding ½ inch for the sleeve, you make it 9 inches. But I'm not adding that. I'll just do the 8.5. Then from the top, I'll come down 1 inch like we normally do. You can take the neckline to be 3 by 3 for adults, 3 by 3 for adults, and you can just do the curve for the neckline and do your slant for the shoulder. Do your slanting for the shoulder. Then the armhole length is the bust divided by 4. So it's bust divided by 4 plus 1. So the bust here is 35 divided by 4. We will have 8.75 minus 1. Bust divided by 4 minus 1, not plus 1. So that is 7.75. So I'll be coming down from this point 7.75. So and that is, I will just come down, and that's the chest line. So on the chest line, I'll measure the bust. Like I said, it's 8.75. So I'll add 1.5 seam allowance. So I've gotten the bust up to this point. Then I'll come down from here. The shoulder, I will do the half length, which is 17. So this is 17. I might just want to add 1 inch to it because I'll be using ½ inch to sew up here and ½ inch to join at the waist. So I will make it 18. And then I will draw my line. So the other vertical point that I need to take, the bust point, which is 9.5. But because we have ½ inch seam allowance here, remember we have ½ inch seam allowance here. So we'll be taking it from that ½ inch, or you can just measure from up here and add ½ inch to your bust point, which makes it 10 inches. Then the under bust is 12.5. If you add ½ inch to it, making it 13 inches. Why are we adding the ½ inch? Because we're still going to sew this at the shoulder. So that's actually how to do the basic bodies. So I can just draw the lines here. I will draw the lines and the lines. And we have the bust pan measurement. I hope my lines are okay. We have the bust pan measurement, which is 7.5. So 7.5. I love to add ½ inch seam allowance. So making it divided by 2, 4. So I will have mine 4 inches, 4 inches. So I can just go ahead. We do this every month. I can just go ahead and just draw this line. So all my lines are drawn and labeled. So all my lines are drawn. So my lines are drawn and labeled. So the next thing for me to do now, because we are cutting a tube bustier cut, let me just do my measurements. I will do the, okay, let me just do that. So because I'm making a tube bustier cut, you want to come down, you might want to come down. This is like from the shoulder, you are having like 8 inches to the bust line. So 8.5, yeah, 8.5 inches to the bust line. So now if I'm to come down like this, that means the tube will be too, the neckline will be too low, you understand? So and it will be showing plenty flesh. So now I want to come down by 6 inches. You can come down by 5, it depends. So I want to come down by 5.5. Why 5.5? So that by the time I actually sew, I will come down to 6 inches. So this is my 5.5 mark, and I'm going to just go and draw the line across this. So this will be like for the upper chest line. This will be upper chest. So I'll just extend this 4 inches line to it. I will extend the 4 inches line. The 4 inches for the bust point, I will just extend it. Yeah, so I'm good now. Now the next thing to do is that I want to draw the armhole, the normal armhole. So I will draw the normal armhole by connecting this together. So I've drawn the armhole like this. So let's say I'm making like an off shoulder, I can just cut this. This is just like, I can cut this off and use this as my off shoulder base like that. So we are doing the tube now. And if you check the tube very well, it has like a strap on the shoulder. It has a strap on the shoulder, but I'm not even going into that now. So what I want to do now is to now draft the bustier. So from the upper chest, on this side of the upper chest, I love going in. You can do 1 inch here and you do 1 inch here. It depends on how sharp you want it. So I'll do 1 inch here, 1 inch here. So I have 1 inch and I have another 1 inch here. Like 1 inch here, 1 inch here. And this is the bust point. This is where I'm coming. This is where I'm coming. So I can just, with my curve, I can draw this from this 1 inch point. It's slight curve. You can see it's slightly curved, not like it's a straight line or too sharp. So I've done this. Now on the under bust, on this side I love going in by 1.5, and on this side I love going in by 1 inch. So I'll from this bust point again connect the under bust, my French curve. So same thing to this side. So then on the waistline, the same thing I have here, so that I can just come out flat, 1.5 and 1 inch. So the same thing I have here is what I will have, and this will just be like a straight line. So this will be like a straight line. And so I've actually drafted the bustier. I cannot actually go ahead to actually do the measurements.